Wait, so let me get this straight. Allah said God is my Lord inside the Quran? Bro, at this point, who's talking to who? GodLogic didn't even need to swing hard. He just opened Surah 19, and the whole thing fell apart like a Jenga tower on Ramadan night. Let's roll the clip before somebody says, you're taking it out of context.
So Allah is the Lord of Allah? Allah has a God? Allah ain't really God then, man. Allah has an Allah? Allah got an Allah. Allah, do Allah got an Allah? Do Allah got an Allah? What's 1 plus 1? Allah got an Allah? Just go ahead and keep watching, bro.
I'm with your verses right now, and I'm reading them in Arabic, and I see the confusion you're talking about.
Oh, you see it?
Yes, sir.
So what do we make of this, man?
When God says "wa inna," do you have a problem with that?
Wa inna, what does wa inna mean, and what?
Wa inna, like he almost talks to himself in a we manner.
No, I don't.
Where you approve that it's a Trinity language, right?
Yeah, brother, I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that. My confusion comes when Allah says, "Surely Allah is my Lord." That's Allah speaking, saying that He has a Lord who is Allah.
Yes, wa inna Allah Rabbi wa Rabbukum fa'buduhu hada siratul mustaqim. Wa inna Allah.
So Allah has a Lord.
Why are you excluding 35? ما كان الله أن يتخذ من ولد سبحانه إذا قضى أمرا فإنما يقول. He already said here it is not benefiting for Allah to take a son. So why are you excluding this verse right here?
I'm not. I'm going with you. Look. So here's my argument. Okay.
Yeah, 35
in verse 35. I got you. In verse 35, Allah is speaking, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, in a general manner, he's talking.
I got you, but Allah is the speaker. Can we agree?
Yes.
Okay. So Allah is the speaker. Allah is the speaker, and then He continues to speak in verse 36. Right? He never stops speaking.
He's all. There's a preach language in this verse.
There's a what?
It sounds like it's not from God. It sounds. Yes, I understand you're thinking He's gonna continue talking, Jesus, but the language of the Quran it's almost. You have to understand the language of Arabic. Like he's poetic. He's being poetic.
That's fine, but can we agree that in both verses Allah is still the speaker, right?
Nah, not 36. It sounds like a third person, like the gentleman before me.
In the verse prior, it sounds like a third person because someone is speaking about God, saying that it's not good for him to have a son or anything, and he just says to it be and it is. That's third person. That's third person. So both verses are in third person.
Yeah. Even actually, the 36 almost sounds like Jesus talking, but also in a third person.
But it's not.
He's preaching.
Sorry.
But
look.
No, yeah, 36 Jesus kind of preaching.
Jesus stopped speaking at verse 33. Verse 33 was the last thing Jesus said. Verse 34 is when Allah begins to speak. Would you agree? He says, that is Jesus, son of Mary, in word of truth, concerning which they are doubting. That's Allah speaking, right?
Yeah. ذلك عيسى ابن مريم قول الحق الذي فيه يمترون. That's kind of this verse kind of it's directed to you and the ones that
I understand.
believe
I'm talking about
God
the speaker,
have a son.
I understand. I'm talking about the speaker.
But when you hear a verse from Allah,
H Hassan, please focus with me. The speaker in verse 34, the speaker is Allah. Do we agree?
Yeah, 100%.
All right. So this is when Allah begins to speak. Jesus is no longer speaking. This is Allah speaking. Allah continues to say in verse 35, he continues.
ما كان
He
لله أن
says,
يتخذ من ولده سبحانه إذا قضى أمرا فإنما يقول له كن فيكون.
yep. So Allah's still speaking. Now speaking in the third person.
Yeah.
It is
And
not
a
for God
third.
to take a son, right? That's Allah still speaking. Okay. Allah continues because the speaker doesn't change. He continues. Verse 36.
Nah. It doesn't in Arabic. I promise you. You can you bring the guy from yesterday? I mean, I don't know if
From
he's gonna
yesterday?
lie, but
Oh,
I
but
don't. I don't
I
think
got it, brother. Hold on. Hey, Sylv, you got time? I got an Arabic speaking brother. Sylv, I see you in the chat. You there, man? You trying to come up? Hit the link, please.
So you claiming 36 is God talking, like
Yes.
the Creator talking, right?
Yes. God, Allah
That's
is
wrong.
still speaking.
In Arabic, I promise you that is it doesn't make sense in our aqidah. It doesn't make sense
There it
in
is, right there.
our
I look that right there, brother.
imagination.
Look. I understand what you're saying. You're saying it doesn't make sense according to your akida, and for the people who are listening,
If what you're
they're
saying,
saying it doesn't make
if
sense
what you're
according to his
saying,
theology. Just one
if
second.
yeah,
I gotta
if what you're
make it
saying is
clear.
right,
I got you, but listen,
yeah.
listen. Here's the problem. The problem is that the Quran does not support your akida. Okay, your akida is not supported by the Quran. The Quran demonstrates that Allah has an Allah over him.
No,
So just because
no.
it goes against your akida,
He
your
already
theology,
said. He already said in
doesn't
34.
mean it. Just really quick, just because the verses go against what you believe doesn't make the verses wrong or make like, oh, this can't be Allah speaking because it goes against my theology. No, your theology is just wrong according to the verse. Allah is the
No,
speaker.
you want to confirm that 33 is the last words of Jesus. Why do you think he said goodbye? Wassalamu alayya. Yawma wulidtu. He said and peace in on me the day I was born. And then like he stopped talking. You think that's how the linguistic of the Quran should be? Like you're
All right.
reading translations.
So do me this favor,
I
bro.
promise you.
Do me this
I
favor.
promise you.
Let's do this
The
one.
verse,
Let's do
the
this one
verse,
last time. Let's do this one
yeah.
last time. So Jesus is the speaker in verse 33, right?
100%, and he didn't stop.
Okay.
Avri,
So you
that's the
said you're
language of the Quran. He came back in 36. If you want me to confirm it, yes, he came back into 36 and said, "Wa inna Allah rabbi wa rabbukum," bro.
okay.
He
So
already
Jesus
said,
is speaking in verse 30,
"My God and your
in
God."
verse 33. Got you.
Yeah,
Now,
36. Hold on,
wait,
let me
slow
say
down,
this.
brother.
36.
Slow down, please. Slow down.
Yeah, I have a lot of because I can
I know.
attack you in so many
Just
ways,
slow
Avri.
down. You're good. Just slow down.
I promise.
Okay.
I got you.
Okay. Sylv, you there?
Yeah, I'm over here. What's up, brother?
There you
What's
go.
Bang?
Hassan, can you hear my friend Sylv?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So, Sylv, we're going over verses chapter 19, verse 34 to 36 in the Arabic. Okay. Look, he got to go off screen to get his reminder. That's crazy. You don't got a Quran at home, Sylv? You ain't no real one.
Oh, he's a Muslim.
Bro, I'm actually outside. I'm not at home. That's why.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. Use whatever device you got, man.
Okay.
We're going through 34 to 36. We're determining who the speaker is. Okay. So the speaker in verse 33 is Jesus. Verse 34, the one who says, "That is Jesus, son of Mary, in word of truth, concerning which they are doubting." Who's speaking in that verse? Is that still Jesus, or does the speaker change? Hassan.
And 36 it change.
Oh, you talking
says,
to me?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just real quick, Sil. Yeah, Hassan, to you. In verse 34, is Jesus still speaking, or does the speaker change back to Allah?
ذلك عيسى ابن مريم قول الحق الذي فيه يمترون. That's God. That's Allah.
Okay. So now
like
Jesus is no
describing
longer
Isa.
the speaker. Jesus is no longer the speaker.
Yeah.
Sylv, you there? In verse 34, is Allah the speaker? You agree?
Oh, I mean, like even Jesus can say these words like in certain manner, but I don't know how is gonna determine something here.
Brother,
Are you
you're
gonna
confusing
go?
me now. Your answers keep flip flopping. At first you're saying this was Allah. Now you're arguing that it might be Jesus. Like what are we doing here? Is this Jesus or Allah speaking, man? Make up your mind.
Okay, he said, "Salam alayhi yawm wulidtu yawma amut wa yawma ab'athu hayya. Dhalika Isa ibn Maryam." Yeah, third person. I can't confirm honestly, but it, it's like talking about Isa in the third person. So I can I can say Hassan is talking in the mic right
Jesus
now.
is no longer speaking. He was just speaking in the first person, and then Allah begins to commentate, right? Because Allah was
Yeah.
quoting him at first. He's no longer quoting Jesus anymore, right?
Yeah, it's the third person. I would lean more to Allah, yes,
All right. So Allah
but
is
He
the
can say it
speaker.
Himself. That's what I
Got it.
mean.
Allah is the speaker in verse 34. Silver, are you with me? Let me know if you see
Yes,
that in
yes.
Arabic. You agree?
Yeah. With 34, yes.
All right.
Okay.
Now, verse 35. Does the speaker change in verse 35?
Yes, it does.
So the speaker changes in verse 35. How so? What's the indication that the speaker changes?
Because it says, "Ma kana Allah yattakhidhu waladan." Okay, so it's talking about that Allah, will not take a son. And if He wants to, Muhammad will be the first worshiper.
Yeah, but who's saying that?
This is Allah.
So it's still so in verse 34 and 35, Allah's still the speaker.
Yes,
He's just talking about two different things now.
exactly.
All right. So Allah begins to speak in verse 34 and continues, right?
Yes.
Okay. Go to verse 36. Does the speaker change?
No, it doesn't change because it's still within the same, what's it called, person that is speaking.
Now you prove to him that you speak Arabic because I told him I brought an Arabic speaker up. Prove to him that you speak
Hey,
Arabic.
I see your stance, brother. Okay, you think 36 God talking? Yeah.
Yes.
طبعا
The speaker doesn't
نعم
change.
نعم he is because he continues to speak. He doesn't stop. Or otherwise, if he's gonna quote, for example, Jesus, he would have said, مثلا, he said, just like how Logic showed you, Avery, earlier from a different verses.
إن الله ربي وربكم فاعبدوه هذا صراط مستقيم.
Nah,
That's the verse, right?
nah,
God is my God and your God.
and you're God.
So pray for Him and worship Him
That's
to go
the
to
truth.
the straight path.
Yep.
Okay, I disagree with you, brother.
Yeah, but why?
There's
You gotta tell us why.
I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, we can go back a little bit to hold on.
Okay, so why
Okay,
did you
35. Yeah. We're not going for 35. Actually, it says God doesn't have a son. Literally, He doesn't have a son. Zero.
So
Period.
Who's the speaker?
Comma. Right.
exactly, that's what I was gonna ask too.
Who cares about what's being said? Who's the speaker, brother?
It's a third person. It could be anybody. It's a fact.
could be
That's
anybody.
a statement.
It could be
Avri, it's a
anybody, man.
statement. Avri, it's a
Anybody can
statement.
say that I don't have a son.
Avri, it's a statement. Avri.
So Hassan, so you're saying that these words in the Quran could be anybody's words other than Allah's?
Because it's true, yes. Because, for example, if you said salvation, say something about salvation for you.
You don't understand. You don't understand the problem. The Quran is supposed to be the word of Allah, word for word, right?
Yeah, and then there's conversations and whatnot. And
Only if Allah
events
quotes
happen
them.
and laws listed.
Yeah, only. Yes,
it's not like
right?
words.
The only but everything is Allah's word. Allah is the one who's speaking, right?
I'm sorry. Is the other guy is Muslim? Because he sounds Shia.
No, he's not
to
a
me.
Muslim.
He's not a Muslim, but he sounds Shia to me. Shia Muslim.
Oh yeah, he's a
He's
Shia
bring him here
Christian.
to teach me about
I'm a
Arabic.
kafir,
Really,
Shia, he sent me.
Now you ain't
sound
qualified,
Shia to
Sil.
me.
Now
I smell
you ain't
Shia
qualified,
right here.
Sil.
Listen,
here's the thing. You should tell me why.
Saying, because
I'm not
your people is already suspicious.
What makes you think?
But my aqidah says,
Hassan,
"Ma
you're
kana
crashing
lillahi
out on
an
me, man.
yattakhidhu-" I can say this, Avri, I can say this. God doesn't have a son. That's what the verse says.
Okay.
Okay,
Whose
the
words
next
are the
verse,
Quran's? Whose words are the
the
Quran?
next verse, the 36 is definitely a human
Hassan,
verse.
I need you to focus.
A
Whose
human
words are the
verse.
Quran's?
God.
Okay.
God.
So it
But the
can't be
statement,
anybody speaking. This is God speaking, right?
this is two statements. It's two statements.
I need you to focus
Okay?
on what I'm asking you. I'm starting to lose my voice talking to you, man. Seriously. Focus.
Mm-hmm.
The speaker
I'm with
in
you.
the Quran is Allah, unless he says he's quoting somebody, right?
But there is clear statements, Avery, even
For
in
example,
in
for
Hey,
example,
he can't
but
track.
but but listen, Avery,
I'm about to move
36
on,
is
man. I
a
appreciate
human,
you. I
is a human
appreciate you, man.
statement.
I
Avery,
appreciate it.
Avery, listen,
You gave a
Avery.
good try, bro. You gave a
I
good
hear
try, but
you.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Wallahi,
move
I
on,
hear
bro.
you. 36 is a human statement. Is a human statement. God,
Take care, man. Take care. Take care.
yeah,
Sil, what you think, man?
that's a good argument. By the way, Avery, you want to connect it with 464, and you're gonna love that one as well, man. Because they're gonna say that Allah is a speaker, right? But wait a minute, if Allah is the one that speaking and he's the one that sends messengers, then who's Allah obeying by another Allah?
We sent not ever any messenger, but that he should be obeyed by the leave of God. Yeah, who's the Allah that that he's talking about?
You see, this is the thing about the Quran. Sometimes, the moment you actually read the text carefully, it ends up arguing against itself. If every word is from Allah, and suddenly we find Allah saying, God is my Lord, then either Allah's got a Lord above him, or someone seriously forgot to signal a quote. Either way, that's not a small translation issue, that's a theological earthquake. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a guy reading what's right there. See you in the next one, and remember, always check who's speaking, even if it's Allah.